Hey there, Papa's Posse. Don't forget about that QR code. Take you to my eBay, YouTube, and Instagram page. Welcome back, everyone. Once again, it's time for Papa's Comic Books, Coffee, and more. Well, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Once again, it's Papa's Comic Books, Coffee, and more. And today we have Amazing Adventures, The Inhumans, and The Black Widow, number 4, 15 cents. Back in 1970. Title of the story, With This Ring I Thee Kill, by Jack Kirby and Chick Stone. Now don't forget, this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Let's see what's happening. 2 more Marvel action blockbusters with this rings I Thee Kill. The secret of ultimate destruction is mine. Tricked by a complex scheme of the Mandarin, the Inhumans have uncovered the ruins of an ancient temple and the idol Yin. When Black Bolt flew by the idol, one of its eyes opened. What culture spawned such a symbol? It is a symbol of great power, Triton. The records of our own history mention an ancient land of sorcerers called Yin. Medusa, the sphere, that is the idol's eye, crackles with the strange energy. Black Bolt has snatched it from its place. It knows it must be of great importance. Black Bolt's intuition hasn't failed us yet. Karnak, this could be what the Mandarin fought for and died for. He almost destroyed us when he was chanced upon his mission. Instead, it fell to us, Inhumans, to unearth the buried prize. We must probe its secret. The strange sphere suddenly leaps from Black Bolt's hands as if drawn by some irresistible force. Look out, Black Bolt! Too late! The sphere is flying off. After it. The sphere is increasing its speed, the speed of space missile. Only Black Bolt has any chance of catching it. Through ancient corridors and chambers, Black Bolt pursues its swift quarry, smashing all obstacles in its path. Then, in a maze constructed by the ancients, the elusive sphere vanishes from sight. Black Bolt signals to the fellow humans to halt. The sphere is gone. The chase is over. No, it is not. You know that Black Bolt never gives up. Very well, Triton will stand by him, but I think this hunt may lead us into unknown dangers. True, the ancients were masters at devising traps to guard their secrets. Be still, Gorgon. I think Black Bolt realizes our chances of finding the sphere are better if we follow separate paths. But unknown to the Inhumans, sphere follows the magnetic beam emanating from a finger ring. It comes, Master. The eye of Yin is yours, and with it, ultimate power. It would shock the Inhumans to know it was wrested from them by one thought dead. And now, to make its power my power. The combined forces of my rings merge to dissolve the sphere's shell. Careful, Master, the ultimate power roars free. It may destroy us. No, my rings control it. They absorb the cosmic energy harnessed by the ancients, and now the ultimate power belongs to the Mandarin. It was my study of the ancient scrolls that made this possible. My reward, great Mandarin. You promised. Yes, with this new power, the Mandarin may grant any wish. Master, your eyes glow strangely. You point a ring at me. No, no. A merciless beam lashes out at the fear-stricken ancient. Then, in a puff of dark, only vapor, he disappears. A fitting journey for an inquisitive scholar. Another dimension. Wah! Do my eyes deceive me? The Mandarin? You're alive, Mandarin. I was certain that Black Bolt had destroyed you. A robot replica, you mean. I sent it to test your powers. Then die now. If you mean to crack this chamber with one blow, then you are too late, for I am all-powerful. A potent bright flash from one of the Mandarin's rings cuts the ground from under Karnak's feet. It will be a long drop. My beam has created a pit which leads to the earth's very core. The malevolent words of the Mandarin follow Karnak as he falls toward certain death. Then, miraculously, Medusa's hair. My only chance. Medusa, the Mandarin, he lives. I see him, Karnak. He's tricked us. Luckily, our separate paths led to this chamber, and now Triton arrives to rectify our error. What? You won't wait for the others. Very well, the Mandarin shall oblige you. If you get a high school diploma, he'll oblige you. Let's see. The air suddenly hums with millions of shifting, whirling atoms. Then we're imprisoned by the invisible barrier. With my new powers, I can form an atomic cage and fill it with water. You can teach your friends to breathe in water, Triton. They'll drown, you fiend. Meanwhile, somewhere in the temple, Black Bolt, where are the others? I can't find them for the sphere, nor the sphere. So, you sense immediate peril, too. Lead on, Gorgon is at your heels. Ah, the missing Inhumans to the rescue. Have you come to watch your companions die? Black Bolt's electron charge builds up and lances the atomic cage. We're free! What evil spell is this, the Mandarin, alive? Well, stranger, you underestimate the situation. I am all-powerful, your new master. The sphere you seek is gone. Its power is here. In these rings, they are more than a match for you. Now, their power can affect the entire planet. I can raise the temperature of the sea-scorching waters and all that sails upon them. My beams will create destructive tornadoes in the midst of great cities. And if men remain defiant to my wishes, there will be no more landings on the moon. Just then, even as Mandarin raves, the mighty foot of Gorgon strikes the ground like a thunderclap. Shockwaves race toward the Mandarin. Good work, Gorgon. Now leave him to Triton. Fools, try to control sonic disruptor blast. You will never learn, and my patience grows short. You must die. Die from the full force of my combined rings. Aye, what's happening? I focus my rings on target, but... Black Bolt has created a hypno pattern. It is swift and certain. Get ready, Karnak. The Mandarin is ours. Bragging was his fatal weakness. Black Bolt took advantage of it. Now, to remove the deadly rings. It is as you defuse a human bomb. Black Bolt signals to leave the underground ruins. I hope we never see this place again. Like the Mandarin, the ancients abused their power and perished. Behind the departing Inhumans, the rings of the Mandarin lie, impotent and abandoned. And from above the opening to the ruins, Black Bolt prepares to seal their fate. And a fiery holocaust puts an end to the short-lived revival of a mad dream of conquest. Fini! The Black Widow in Deadlock by Stan Lee, Mimi Gold, Gene Conlon, Bill Everett. In the event of a tense moment, a city waits, and while the police demand the young warriors surrender their building they claimed for their free breakfast program, the Black Widow waits at gunpoint. Last-ish, we left most everyone in a jam. Everyone, that is, except Paul Hamilton, who in safety and comfort of the New York press officers keeping tabs on a confrontation about to take place uptown. We have given these boys every opportunity to deal directly with us. The patience of the law wears quite thin when those who challenge it reject it offers to mediate. We're not going to give these boys much more time. A candidate, Scarola, the owner of the building, has already filed charges against them. I have asked the police commissioner to use restraint so that violence may be averted. And so, fellow New Yorkers, we are keeping you informed of the situation, not to its individual significance, but for its importance as an example of what is happening in this city and others like it across the nation. Looks like I've got some business to take care of. Not one mention of the Black Widow. It doesn't seem possible that she's not at the scene at a time like this. She's the only one that boys will listen to at this point. I can't blame them for not trusting the mayor. In their eyes, he and Scarola are like two peas in a pod. I'd better get Natasha over here before all of Harlem explodes. But Paul will need a little more than convincing to get Natasha to go with him. Sit tight, lady. You ain't got no appointments in the middle of the afternoon, have you? Or maybe you're expecting someone for tea. Lay off, will you? Can't you see this ain't a dumb chick? She's probably figuring right now how to knock your block off. I'll bet she is. That's right, mister. Give a little credit where credit is due. Too bad his knots are are as loose as his brain. You boys must be getting tired of cracking funny jokes. Now, you boys are asking for it. The clock was given to my grandmother by the Tsar. Oh no. My widow's bite is too good for the likes of you. It only puts you out of commission for a little while. Looks like I'll have to call the police and tidy up the place a bit. The city jail must be biggest garbage dump around. Well, little lady, and I thought you were in the midst of a beauty nap. A guest neglected to lock the front door. These gentlemen are employed by some character called the Don. I don't know what they want from me, but I think I'll let the police find that out. Well, make it quick. We've got to get you uptown before Scarola becomes a public martyr. I suggest you put the phone down gently. Very gently. What do you creeps want with the Black Widow? Anyway. Yeah, what do you want with the Black Widow? Huh? What do you want? Let's see. Well, just a 10-minute drive away. Don't those cops ever get tired? For all their big talk, they haven't made a move yet. You crazy man? You don't want them gassing us out of here, do you? Hey, Carlos, you said the Black Widow would fix everything. Looks like she couldn't care less about us and what we're trying to do. If the Black Widow's not here, she's got her reasons. But with her or without her, I say we don't give up no matter what. Right on, man. We walk out of this joint, and Scarola will have this election tied up like a pig on spit. We got to let everyone know how he's been draining the guts out of this community. We're giving you 15 more minutes, and that's all our final offer. This is going to be the longest 15 minutes I ever spent. If only those kids would come out and talk to the mayor for some of the things I've heard about Scarola. I can't blame them for being too stubborn. Looks like 0 hour is 2:45. But the Black Widow has a very good reason for not showing up. And so you see, my dear, the cops have to run the punks out of the building. You must understand how I hate competition. Once those radicals are locked up where they belong, the public will back the machine. Not necessarily so. And why not? It is the politician who is a revolutionary scapegoat, and once those troublemakers are put away, the public will have to show their gratitude by backing the powers that be. And they, my dear, are what keeps me in business. Cough, cough. Hey, cut that out. I'm going to gag to death. So Paul's got a battle plan. He's smoking up the room enough to distract everyone. He's a pretty sharp operator for a newspaper guy. This will give me just enough time to launch my widow's web. Looks like this is the first time pollution did any good. What's the matter, boys? You all choked up about me? I can't say I blame them, Natasha. You're quite a girl. I wouldn't do this for just anyone, you know. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Now, how about us splitting while we can? That's it, Paul. They're all out. We can spare a minute, Natasha. I've got to see who that big jerk is in the mask. I think getting uptown is more important at the moment. You can look for a story elsewhere, newspaper man. Just before I came over, the mayor gave the kids an ultimatum, and on television yet. We'll be lucky to make it before the showdown. They were all counting on me, Paul. They must think I couldn't care less. Or I can buy a free booklet, or get some comic books. I don't know, maybe some poems. Let's see. When we get there, Paul, I want you to tell the mayor everything the kids told me about Scarola. And if I'm lucky, those kids will still be in the building when we arrive. We should be there in less than 10 minutes, but it must be awfully close at this point. For once in my life, I'm not caught in the middle of a traffic jam. Paul, look, they're about to shoot off the tear gas. I've got to stop them before Scarola makes fools out of the kids. The Black Widow trying to make headlines again. You've got to let me go in there. I'm the only one and the boys will listen to now. Call your men off. Give me 10 minutes in there. Please, just 10 minutes. Mr. Mayor, wait. Let me get them out. The Black Widow? We were wondering whether you'd be showing your face today. Just 10 minutes, please, Mr. Mayor. I know I can reason with the boys. And if you knew all the reasons why they're in there, well, I guess you can have a go at it. Chief, instruct your men to hold off for exactly 10 minutes. I just don't think this will work, Mr. Mayor. After all, she's only a woman. That's one woman I wouldn't doubt if I were you, buddy. And as long as we've got a few minutes, as Mr. Mayor, there are a few things I'd like to tell you about. And they look in the window, and they're watching the clock. And it's almost 10 minutes. And out they come. Mr. Mayor, I must commend you on being very fair with us. Not like the politicians we're used to be around here. Mr. Hamilton has explained everything to me, son. There won't be any problem with us backing your program now. That will be the things easier for everyone because the Black Widow has promised to obtain a free lease for a nearby building. It looks like our breakfast program will work after all. And so the boys have left the building peacefully after being promised to use the nearby building for their program by the Black Widow. In the meantime, it has been revealed that the cause of the boys' resistance is the unethical practices of the building's owner, candidacy Anthony Scarello. It appears that Mr. Scarello will be called for jury investigation. Oh, no. And those kids will pay, and the Black Widow will pay, no matter how long I have to wait, and while we're waiting for the next issue. We got Coin Curios and Al Unser. And we're looking for people who like to draw. And that was the Sizzlers, because that was the Inhumans and the Black Widow. Amazing Adventures number 4, 15 cents back in 1970. Hope you enjoyed that quick little reading. And don't forget, this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Please hit that like button. And remember, as Papa, the Inhumans, and Black Widow always say,
That was easy.
until next time, Papa is out.